Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our flight in wait, okay, wait. In learning just a little bit more about this amazing language every time. And okay, I hope last time we talked about actually it's year-end edition and it's about the 36 stratagem. Let's continue. Yesterday we talked about 打草惊蛇, which is Chinese way of saying that you don't want to rattle the snake. Actually, it's a negation. It's not advice for you to do it. It's an advice to point out you making big noises, draw attention to yourself is not good because you're going to startle the snake and the consequences follow. So that's advice to not to do it. So today we have another strategy that talks about 瞒天过海. So this one got some big concept. Last time we talked about snake. Okay, so that's the scale. But this time we talk about the sky and the sea. So huge nature environment setting. 瞒 is about to hide from somebody. It has this eyeball symbol, which is kind of a box with two horizontal lines. That's our eyeball. It was originally, the eyeball depiction was horizontal. Now it's vertical to save space, I guess. So the right side is a sound maker that it means evenly distributed. So evenly distributed, it comes in this way. So the top portion is our number 20. The reason why is number 20 because it's composed of two crosses, and each cross sign in Chinese is a 10. So I'm going to say because ancient time is a rope, like a roping, tie a knot to keep the record of it means digit 10. So eventually it was language creators use a horizontal line to point instead of a knot. It's hard to see, right? So use this to point that this is 10. So we have 10 and a 10 next to each other. And then at the bottom is kind of connected to mean it's 20 there. And then from the 20, this almost like a bent sign, except it's the top portion is longer. So it's this triangle, like a three-directional spinning wheel kind of shape. That's our actual human figure. So we have two human figures in each of the doors. So it's kind of arches. So this is kind of one big arch. That means under the same sky or one space. It's evenly distributed in terms of space, and also inside the space there are two entities, two this units, and then this 20 are going to come down, evenly distributed between the two. So that's the original meaning. And eventually this evenly distributed becomes further extended to mean flat or flatly covered. So when it combines with the eyeball symbol, it means the eye is kind of flat, that the eyelids are not raised up. Like right now I'm looking at the camera, right? I'm going to show you what is man means. You kind of eyeball half closed, so looking down. By looking down, you're actually like a blocking half of the vision, right? You cannot see full what's in front of you. So that's a kind of original combination of this evenly distributed plus eyeball, and that means somebody doesn't have the full view or full vision about things, and that's how you can hide from their vision. So basically this is to have a secretive activity but exposed, like under the sky in the daylight, basically, to speak. Like if you look, if you, by you, this means like the enemy is the opponent. So you want to carry out some secret mission, and it's wide out in the open under the sky. And tian, we use tian here. The sky means somebody who is up there, who is watching or your opponent is so much more powerful that it covers the whole region under the sky, or it means the environment is like wide open. So you can, even in a wide open environment, you can hide from it to the extent that your kind of activity carried out is cross the sea. So under the sky, supposedly your enemy is watching, right, at wartime, because this is about the war strategies. And then you are even able to, wide in the open, in the daylight, cross the sea, hide, like half eyelid open kind of vision from your enemy. Okay, cross, we have this walking symbol that comes with the food symbol, kind of a cactus looking 3 toes, and then the arch of the food. It's super weirdly distorted anatomy of food, but that's how it's shaped eventually in language. And then the 3 slanted strokes symbolize the rhythmic footsteps, and only one side was used eventually, because originally we have 2 sides. We have to walk on 2 feet, right? But then the other side just, okay, 3 on the left side is enough to show it means footsteps. So we have walking on the left, and then the right is the sound maker, but the sound maker has a mouth symbol, and also over here it's some bone structure. So the mechanism, according to scholar, because I haven't seen enough to really guess what the meaning here is. So this is some structure, right? And then on top of it, sitting on another structure, and it's kind of slanted sideways. So original meaning is somebody's mouth is not placed evenly. It has a little bit slanting there, just like over here, it's not right, like covered evenly. It's slanted. It's not symmetrical, so to speak. So when it's not right facing correctly, it means you're not straight on to the direction or point. You actually passed it, and eventually that passing, probably you intentionally want to pass it. You didn't aim for it at all. You want to cross it, so that became cross. Hi. Okay, we have the water sign on the left. This is, we call it water, but really it's water in nature. So this is a stream, right? And we talk seeing a lot about this. And then the top portion here is our grass symbol, this kind of a bowl shape with something growing in the middle. That's some living thing. It's a plant. And then the bottom is kind of a female figure with 2 sticking out nipples. That's Chinese language creator's way to say this is a mother. So breastfeeding is the main feature of, defining what is mother. So mother, grass, water. Can you connect the dots here? It means from the water, growth or mothering or raising plants or living things. So it's a recognition of like life starts in the ocean. So that's why our ocean or sea, actually, I don't exactly know what's the difference between ocean and sea. Ocean may be a bigger area of sea, but in Chinese, we use hai to mean sea, and yang means ocean. Okay, basically that's the 瞒天过海. So it describes the situation when you are able to even cross the sea under the sky in the daylight by what? By being invisible. But how can you be invisible when it's wide open under the sky? So there is a thinking, a philosophy right there, that for like I don't want to use bad examples of what happened, especially like a security, like a highly guarded place. even for highly guarded places. Just imagine like two armies are, have been at a war for a long time, and for one side to cross to the other or crossing change your location is not easy, right? But if this practice or whatever the routines they carry out for a long time, and then that routine becomes almost like invisible. So this hide from the observation or the guard or the security check is carried out under the premises of something, as if you're doing something as if it's a regular or routine activity, because it's a routine thing. So the security or whoever is supposed to be on the watch cannot see you because it's so regular, so routine. And the bigger philosophy of that is all this 36 stratagem is based on the philosophy from the I Ching, right? So I Ching is about change, that yin-yang sign of this, S-curve divided black and white portion of it. And then the philosophy there is within each panel, the white or black, there is the opponent, the opposing color, a dot over there. So the thinking here is the danger is not from the other camp or another location, like that's completely separate from you. No, the danger actually came from right under your eyes. There are, opposing elements right within you. So that's the thinking of how this could be carried out. And I know we talked about Ocean 8 before in 浑水摸鱼, so that's kind of creating a chaotic situation, and then you can catch the fish during that time, right? In a muddled water, you can catch the fish. I think that's probably better applicable for Ocean 8 strategy, because these girls, they did create some kind of mass emergency situation so that all the guests have to be evacuated from a big party, right? That's when the muddled water happened, and that's when they can sneak out of the whatever fish, the prize they want to, they're going after. But here, somehow, when I was searching for 瞒天过海, this was translated, this movie was used as a corresponding example for 瞒天过海. Well, in a way, it's possible, because this is also, they're doing something highly guarded, right? It's their prize is highly guarded. Everybody's eyes is on there, and securities are all watching it. And how could they make it happen and sneak it out under the wide open sky, right? So in a sense, they successfully disguise themselves and hide from the security to achieve their mission, to accomplish their mission. So that's what they, in a way, it's justifiable to use it on 瞒天过海. And the one before the phrase, because this is called Ocean 8, right? So there is an 8, and Chinese, we have something related to 8, says 八面玲珑. It's like you're super flexible, smart, or adaptive, responsive, and they happen to be like facing 8 sides of you. So that phrase is to matching to the Ocean 8 concept. But with 瞒天过海, for a Chinese audience, without watching the plot of the movie, they sort of know they achieve some Mission Impossible task by hiding some smart strategy to take out their enemy or whatever, to get what they want, even if it's a highly guarded opponent or environment. All right, catching the currency of thinking by one word a day. We're Sophie. See you another day.